on breaking right now, new cases of coronavirus in our area just announced.
Also, storm tracker Doppler 11 radar showing rain moving through. And the bigger story today, wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour and a drastic drop in temperatures ahead. And storms cause a real scare in Millvale, where there is 2 people had to be rescued from rushing water. We'll have more on that rescue in a moment, but first we want to get to the weather. Yeah, nearing 70 degrees today. Then strong winds bring in a major cold front. Meteorologist Stephanie Allison is tracking the changes in Severe Weather Center 11. Stephanie?
Good afternoon. So we had showers and some very steady rain earlier this morning, and we're still watching this strong line of a very heavy rainfall coming down through parts of our area right now. So we've had a lot of rain. The heaviest rain has fallen north of Allegheny. And taking a look there through Katanning, the bright reds indicate that stronger, that heavier rain that's coming down right now. So we're going to look for that steady rain through parts of Katanning, through Armstrong County, through Allegheny County, just east of Pittsburgh now, down through Washington. These lines are, some of this is coming in over an inch an hour, so steady rain coming down. We will continue to see this as we move through your noon hour, and then we're going to get a brief break before we're going to see this line come through, and this is all ahead of a front, so we warm up ahead of this system. We're in the 60s right now, 70s this afternoon, and a drastic temperature drop on the way. But as you can see so far today, from the rain we had this morning, that heavy rain early on, notice the areas in green and yellow. That indicates where the heaviest rain or the steadiest rain has fallen from this morning. So as you can see, south of Pittsburgh, the lighter blues, not so much rain, but some of the areas north of Pittsburgh, especially through Beaver, which has very saturated ground right now, some accumulations so far around 2 inches just from this morning. So still more rain to come. As you can see, we have these gray skies and very strong gusty winds out there today. We'll have wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour without a storm. So I'm timing out the storms where you can see the strongest winds and, of course, the timing when this system gets out of here and how far those temperatures will drop into the weekend. That's coming up.
All right, thanks, Stephanie. 2 people got caught up in a scary situation going for a hike in Millvale when the storms moved through this morning. Channel 11's Mike Holden shows us the changes rescuers had to make because of coronavirus concerns.
Emergency responders right here behind me rescued 2 people from this Millvale hillside. We had the chance to talk with them, and they said during this difficult and uncertain time, they're taking no chances. Channel 11 was right there as rescue crews surrounded this hillside in Millvale. They were called here around 9:30 this morning for a report of an alarm going off in a building along Evergreen. But they ended up stumbling upon something much more significant and dangerous.
What ended up being 2 people hanging from a tree above the creek after significant rain with fast-moving water.
Crews quickly mapped out a plan, dividing resources at the top and bottom of the very steep hill.
So we approached it from 2 different directions. One was to get a ladder truck that was as long as possible with a bucket for the victims that we were going to rescue. And at the same time, we had rescue trucks up on Dorf Drive.
After some careful and precise moves, they were able to bring the couple down to safety. Porter noted that EMS is wearing gloves and masks and giving masks to patients due to the coronavirus. He encouraged folks to stay home and be safe so they can prioritize calls until things calm down.
We're going to keep doing all the things that we need to be doing to take care of everybody. We're just going to do it with an extra layer of caution for our safety and for the safety of everybody we're encountering.
And both of those people that were rescued are safe and recovering at home. Reporting in Millvale, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
Washington Boulevard has reopened after morning flooding. This is video near the intersection of Allegheny River Boulevard. You can see crews there working to unclog the sewer lines.
A woman who was killed and 2 people were hurt when a duplex caught fire in Greenfield this morning. Firefighters tried to get to that woman on the 2nd floor of the duplex on Bigelow Street, but they just couldn't make it to her in time. One of the victims that survived has burns on their hands. The second surviving victim was having a hard time breathing. Plus, firefighters were treated on the scene for heat exhaustion. It took an hour and a half to get that blaze out. The cause of the fire is under investigation.
Breaking at noon, Allegheny County just announced 9 new cases of coronavirus.
Here are the updated totals now for our area. Allegheny County now has 27 positive cases. 5 of those people are in the hospital. The rest, though, are isolating at home. There are 2 cases in Beaver County, 3 in Washington County, and 2 in Westmoreland County. With the new cases in Allegheny County, there are now 194 cases across Pennsylvania. UPMC doctors just gave us an update on its own testing, which is being used to track the spread of coronavirus in our region.
This means that we're not seeing widespread community transmission yet, and there's no evidence that Pittsburgh is becoming a center or a cluster of activity like we've seen in so many other cities.
But, and this is very important, doctors say this does not mean you should let your guard down. They say, if anything, you need to take this crisis even more seriously so we can continue to avoid a big outbreak here.
More breaking news. In the past half hour, we've learned Pine Richland has extended its school shutdown. Schools will now be closed at least through May 1st. And the district says it is highly likely that it could be extended possibly through the end of the school year. Students will continue classes online. Pittsburgh Public Schools says 3 students and a staff member may have had indirect exposure to someone with coronavirus. It happened while the students were off-site for a vocational education program before schools closed. Families at Brashear, Carrick, Oliver Academy, and Pittsburgh South Hills were notified. Grab-and-go meals are no longer being handed out at Oliver. Brashear and South Hill schools are set to get a deep clean, and Carrick has already been cleaned.
We are learning more about how Pittsburgh public safety workers are operating during this crisis. Emergency management, police, and firefighters are still hard at work, but they are taking precautions to avoid spreading the virus. For example, police are using their telephone recording unit to answer more calls over the phone for things like harassment, graffiti, and fraud, which are nonviolent.
We are from Pittsburgh. We're Pittsburgh strong. And we'll get through this together as a team.
When you call in a medical problem, dispatchers will decide if an in-person response is needed or if you need to self-isolate at home. Earlier this week, Governor Tom Wolf ordered all non-life-sustaining businesses to shut down. But Wolf says a lot of business owners ignored his call, so yesterday he announced the state will start enforcing the rule at midnight tonight. The businesses ordered to close include clothing stores, furniture stores, gyms, barbershops, and car dealerships. Stores that can stay open include grocery stores, gas stations, pharmacies, beer distributors, and transportation systems. Businesses that do not comply could potentially face citations, fines, and even suspensions. All of the non-life-sustaining businesses were told to shut down by 8 o'clock last night. That list includes personal care services like beauty salons and nail salons. Business owners tell us the shutdown won't be easy.
I love what I do. It's a great paying job. It's fun, but if it comes down to business, you know, I have a family to take care of. I'll do whatever, you know, anything. I'll wash dishes.
And while auto dealerships have been ordered to close, repair and maintenance shops, car repair shops, can stay open. Lawmakers are hoping to move quickly to provide some financial relief to the country. Discussions are expected to start again later today in the Senate. NBC's Tom Costello has a look at the plan.
The federal response to the coronavirus is entering a new phase, with President Trump pushing the FDA to fast-track possible medical treatment for the disease, and lawmakers on Capitol Hill anxious to fast-track much-needed financial help.
These are urgent discussions. They need to happen at a member level, and they need to happen starting right now.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell unveiled the Republican plan Thursday that would provide direct payments to Americans. Based on 2018 tax returns, people making less than $75,000 would receive $1,200 each, while anyone making above $99,000 would not get a check. The measure would also provide relief to businesses and provide more support to healthcare workers.
We know this legislation will not be the last word.
Doctors, nurses, and technicians in some hard-hit states like Washington State are now running out of supplies.
We may be reusing masks and trying to conserve things like the respirator hoods.
The shortage of supplies in some areas has the CDC recommending doctors and nurses use homemade masks or even bandanas as a last resort. Meanwhile, President Trump touting 2 potential treatment options that the FDA is looking into: an antiviral called remdesivir and chloroquine, which is used to treat malaria.
Essentially approved for prescribed use. And I think it's going to be very exciting. I think it could be a game changer, and maybe not.
But the drugs are not approved yet, and the head of the FDA says getting there will take time to ensure they're safe and that they work.
We need to look at it. We need the data. We need to make sure that the sea of new treatments will get the right drug to the right patient at the right dosage at the right time.
I'm Tom Costello, NBC News. Back to you.
Pittsburgh Mayor Bill Peduto is self-quarantining after coming into contact with 2 people who have the coronavirus.
Last week when I was in Washington, I was at a conference where at least 2 of my colleagues had contracted COVID-19.
Peduto made the announcement last night in a video posted to the city's Twitter account. He says he has no symptoms but is isolating himself for 14 days as a precaution. The National League of Cities released a statement on the conference that Peduto attended, saying the individuals were active participants in the conference, attending general sessions and workshops. The health and safety of our conference guests is our top priority. At this time, these are the only 2 known confirmed cases. In the video, Peduto went on to thank first responders, city workers, medical employees, and others for their hard work.
The CDC has launched a coronavirus self-checker. All you have to do is visit the coronavirus section of the CDC website and click on the yellow self-checker button on the right-hand side of the screen and then answer the questions. At the end, it will tell you if you should stay home or to contact a doctor.
We're learning more about the release of inmates from the Allegheny County Jail because of the virus. County officials say they are looking at nonviolent inmates who are at high risk of getting the virus. So far, nearly 200 releases are being processed. Those cases will be sent to a judge who will make the final decision. Breaking right now, Levin Furniture Stores has told its local employees the deal to save the stores is now off. Channel 11 told you when the deal was announced earlier this month. Levin was set to acquire the Pennsylvania and Ohio Levin Furniture and Wolf Furniture locations. Those stores were owned by the Art Van Company, which is shutting down, but again, this deal has been called off, and we're working to learn more about the change. You can look for updates tonight starting at 5.
Unfortunately, it's up in the air, but we're doing our best to deal with it.
High school proms and graduations are in jeopardy. How students are handling that.
If they can't find toilet paper at the Walmart, they can come here and get a roll of toilet paper.
And why a local pizzeria felt moved enough to include toilet paper with their takeout orders.
Steady rain and gusty winds right now, but I'm tracking a line of thunderstorms that will enter our forecast later this afternoon. The timing, the details. That's next.
Every 10 minutes, Scott and Tricia are going to tell you how to start your day.
Every single time we go to Scott, he's bringing new information. He wants to make sure you're prepared for your day.
You ask Tricia, where is the closure? She knows it, and 3 ways around it.
Channel 11 is there.
We're in Bethel Park, South Park, and Mount Lebanon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
Downtown, Mount Oliver, East Liberty. For news from where you live,
Watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Channel 11 News at 5, covering more news happening in Beaver County.
Breaking right now, the Pennsylvania Health Department just announced 83 new coronavirus cases, including some in our area. The state says there is one new case in Allegheny County with a total of 28 here. There's also a new case in Beaver County, bringing that total to 3. And there are 2 more cases in Westmoreland County with 4 total there now. No new cases have been reported in Washington County. There are still 3 there. The state total is, at this point, 268.
Everyone's wondering. Some people are disappointed.
They are 2 major teenage milestones, prom and graduation. But now both could be in jeopardy because of the coronavirus. Channel 11's Jillian Hartman spoke to a local superintendent and students who hope their big days aren't canceled.
Even as like a second semester, 4th quarter senior, I still have to, do my papers and all my other work.
Just like many seniors, Jason Minicozy has been working hard to get his diploma and celebrate his accomplishment with friends and family.
A lot of the seniors are like very upset. They're outraged. They want like rescheduled dates.
But unfortunately, graduation may be canceled. So could prom.
You're looking forward to your first prom as any kid does, but then especially to spend it with her, it's going to be exciting.
This Pine Richland couple planned to go together, and she already ordered her dress. Now they hope the dance is just rescheduled.
If it was postponed, I'd still be just as excited. Have a summer prom.
Other students are also staying optimistic, like Max Brown, but he understands if the school chooses to cancel both.
At the end of the day, I think people's safety is like a lot more important. So whatever they have to do.
It is concerning. The decisions weigh on me heavily. It's been a long week. It's only Thursday. But
this South Hill superintendent has been on a daily conference call with surrounding school districts, discussing what to do about classes, meals, and now big events.
Senior year is a special year, and so we've started to kick around some ideas that if things do not change, if this is the holding pattern that we're going to be in for the next few weeks, months, and even to finish the school year, how can we celebrate our class of 2020?
He says as of now, no cancellations have been made, but decisions should be made soon as some proms are in April and graduations are coming up in May and June. Jillian Hartman, Channel 11 News.
Next week, teachers in the Deer Lake School District will implement remote instruction for all grades. These are mandatory school days. All the details for these virtual school days are not yet worked out, but the plan is to begin remote instruction on Wednesday.
A local restaurant is dishing out pizza with a side of toilet paper. With every takeout order, customers also get a roll of toilet paper. We went to Shelly Pie Pizza in Turtle Creek to see it for ourselves, and the owner tells us she just wanted to make people smile during these crazy times.
If they can't find toilet paper at the Walmart, they can come here and get a roll of toilet paper. Nobody's had anything negative or anything. Everybody's having fun with it, so they're taking it the way it was supposed to be taken.
The restaurant is giving all of the tips from takeout orders to their employees who work for tips, but are now sitting at home.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Stephanie Allison. So the risk for some strong storms this afternoon, we are at a moderate level here from the National Weather Service. So we do have periods of rain. We have already seen some steady rain early this morning, steady rain outside right now. But I'm watching a line of potential storms for us this afternoon. And this is all associated with a front that could bring us a few thunderstorms in the forecast. And some of those thunderstorms, the main concern are the gusty winds that will go with those thunderstorms possible this afternoon. So right now, I want to talk about what's going on. So we have this line that's moving through here right now. This is the line I'm watching for us this afternoon where we could have some of that severe weather. Right now, what we have outside is steady rain. Certainly keeping an eye on these areas of pockets of heavier rains coming down through parts of Armstrong County, parts of Westmoreland County there through Greensburg. You're going to start to hear that heavy rain come down. Also through parts of there if you're headed on through California and down through Uniontown. You're going to start to see this line kind of move towards you as well. So this is 79 south and that's towards California. So that little area of a pocket of rain is tracking off to the east. So we're going to watch that for you as we move through your noon hour here. This is what we have for the rest of us. So now off to the west, we're going to start to see a little drier conditions before that next line moves through here this afternoon. You have the thick cloud deck overhead, those overcast skies. They stay with us today. And taking a look, now we had some steady rain earlier. So areas, parts of Beaver County, north of Allegheny County, you had that steadier rain this morning, and the ground is saturated. So we're now going to add a couple more rounds of rain to it here. So you're going to need to keep an eye on your water levels. We have no current watches or warnings, not even an advisory at this time, but certainly just something that you need to keep an eye on into the afternoon hours. 67 right now. This is warm air all ahead of this system, providing those sustained winds at 20 in Pittsburgh, 12 in Washington, gusting up to 30 in Pittsburgh, 37 in Greensburg. So strong gusty winds ahead of this system. And as I mentioned, within some of these storms possible this afternoon, we could see some higher wind gusts. So current temperatures in the 60s. I'm going to widen the map to kind of show you where that front is. And this is going to usher in very cold air into the weekend. So 66 as we move into the afternoon hours, a high of 72, timestamp there, 2:30. And then watch what happens by 7:30. We drop 20 degrees. Look at that. And then overnight, numbers fall down into the 20s. So we're going to wake up with 20s tomorrow morning on your Saturday. So rain showers with us right now, steady rain at times. That line coming through this afternoon, starting in Newcastle at about 2:30, 3 o'clock here through Allegheny County, down through Washington, Fayette County through 5 o'clock, then wraps up and moves out of here. So later this evening, you don't really have to worry about anything. Great time to kind of download our app and keep that at your fingertips this afternoon. Taking a look at the potential threat, those winds, that is the concern for us this afternoon, where we could see wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour within some of those stronger storms. 71, as I mentioned, some of us getting into 72 today, so lower 70s and a big drop tonight down to 28 degrees. The breeze stays with us tonight. The winds dial back for us into the weekend, so nice lighter winds in store for us Saturday. We'll start with clouds, but sunshine returns, and the weekend is looking great. But as I mentioned, Severe Weather Team 11 app is great to keep on hand. And then, as I mentioned, Chief Meteorologist Stephen Cropper will be tracking these areas of heavier, strong storms this afternoon. And the weekend, cooler. I'll get into details on the best time to get outside this weekend coming up.
Keeping places clean is a top priority for everyone right now. The business that's stepping up to help out local families who are cooped up.
And with some stores shut down, online shopping is on the rise. The impact the virus is having on getting mail to your home.
Hey Pittsburgh, if you haven't signed up for local steals and deals, now is the time. Just get out your phone and text the word WPXI to phone number 65,000, and I'll send you everything you need to get the most exclusive deals in town. That's WPXI to phone number 65,000, and you'll be the first to know.
A special song and a meal to honor police. The local elementary school hosted nearly 20 officers to teach students kindness and an appreciation for law enforcement.
We really appreciate when we are invited to take part in things like this.
Giving back to those who protect and serve makes us proud to be from Pittsburgh.
Proud to be from Pittsburgh. Brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Great cars, great people. For a great deal on a Honda, visit shop.
News at 5, covering more news happening in Butler County. With more people spending time inside because of the coronavirus outbreak, mail deliveries are on the rise from major retailers like Amazon. And delivery service providers say they are still working during the pandemic.
Samantha Manning joins us from Washington with details on what you could expect when you order packages during the outbreak.
Amazon says more people are shopping online right now, ordering packages just like this. And the company says because of that spike, it's prioritizing the most essential items like medical supplies and household staples to make sure the warehouses are fully stocked. As many industries across the country have seemed to come to a halt during the coronavirus outbreak, mail deliveries have not stopped. In fact, Amazon says it's hiring 100,000 new distribution workers to keep up with the high demand. Customers on Amazon are seeing some items that are no longer in stock because of the spike in online sales, and it's leading to some delays for Amazon Prime purchases. While the packages may keep coming, delivery companies have made adjustments to respond to the coronavirus. FedEx says it's taken steps to make sure its workers are protected and healthy. The company temporarily suspended requiring signatures for most deliveries and says it's regularly disinfecting all of the equipment. The U.S. Postal Service and UPS say deliveries within the U.S. have not been affected so far. And if you have any concerns about whether the coronavirus can live on your mail, health experts say it would be a very low concentration, but they still do stress it's important to make sure you're wiping everything down. I'm Samantha Manning reporting from our Washington News Bureau.
We lost our financial support altogether.
Restaurant staff out of work, the emergency funding being set up to help them get by.
Going to find anything else like the breaking news desk in Pittsburgh. You're going to get breaking news as it's happening.
We have an anchor now dedicated to following the latest information as it comes in.
That is a resource no one else has. So if you see me on the breaking news desk,
Happening near you, Channel 11 is there.
Aliquippa, Coriopolis, Moon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, Butler. For news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
The 7-day forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
Storm tracker Doppler 11 radar showing rain moving through, and later today, wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Also a drastic drop in temperatures ahead.
And we're talking about a 40-degree drop overnight. Meteorologist Stephanie Allison is tracking those big changes in Severe Weather Center 11. Stephanie?
That's good, right? That's good afternoon. We're looking at that steady rain that we have outside right now, coming to really off to our eastern counties now and moving out of here. So that's good news, as we'll get a brief break, as you can see, through Allegheny County, Beaver County, Butler County, Lawrence, and then Washington. You have a brief break right now. So if you want to get outside, take a walk, you can do that right now. But notice this line here off to the north and to the west. That's the line that we're watching for this afternoon. So still steady rain coming down through Greensburg, through Uniontown, through parts of Westmoreland County, as you can see, and really tracking out of here through Armstrong County now. So Greensburg, you had that steady rain down through California, headed towards Uniontown right now. So that's the area, that steadier rain, saturated grounds. That's what we have outside here for us moving into the afternoon. Still with another line of rain on the way. So steady rain this afternoon, and a few of these could become strong, and that is all associated with that front that is going to bring those temperatures really tumbling down into the weekend. So as you can see, we have that isolated severe storm potential here this afternoon. And really what that means is the concern are the strong wind gusts that we can have within some of these storms this afternoon with this front. We could see wind gusts up to 50, 60 miles per hour within just some of these storms. Now we have temperatures at 67 right now, winds sustained at 20. Those marks will continue to get up into the lower 70s this afternoon before we come crashing down. And these wind gusts we have right now, this is without storms. So we're looking at those strong wind gusts going to continue into the afternoon. And then within those storms, we could have those stronger wind gusts expected. That front is still off to the northwest. That will track through here into the early evening hours. I'll have a look at that temperature drop on the way, the timing of the storms for you, and what you can expect for the weekend ahead. That's coming up in a little bit.
Continuing coverage of the coronavirus in our area, the State Health Department just announcing 83 new coronavirus cases, including some in our area.
Yeah, the state says there is one new case in Allegheny County with a total of 28. There's also a new case in Beaver County, bringing that total to 3. And there are 2 more cases in Westmoreland County with 4 total there. No new cases have been reported in Washington County. Their number stands at 3. And the state total now stands at 268.
I don't know necessarily where I'm going to get the next paycheck.
The coronavirus has thousands of restaurant and bar staff out of work, and now they could be getting some much-needed help. Channel 11's Aaron Martin learned about an emergency fund that's set up for local workers.
We lost our financial support altogether. I don't know necessarily where I'm going to get the next paycheck.
Is it worrisome just for you personally?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I don't know where I'm going to get my next rent.
Like many people in the restaurant industry, Taylor Stesney and Casey McGill are worried what will happen next. But instead of focusing on their own situations, they're trying to help hundreds of others.
All those bills are going to come at once, and we're not going to be able to afford it.
The two started a GoFundMe page to raise and donate money to restaurant workers in need, helping with rent, childcare, and groceries.
It was just a matter of like when, but we didn't think also like it was going to be this dire.
As of this afternoon, they raised more than $7,000 in less than 48 hours. Their goal is $20,000. Now Stesney and McGill are turning their attention to Harrisburg and Washington for the more permanent help they say is desperately needed.
Everyone's been supportive in the group. It's been great. But right now, like, we're looking for support from leaders, our community, to help us all out. Like, we're in it together with each other, but we need more than that right now.
And the group is asking for furloughed restaurant workers to apply for help through the GoFundMe page, and money will be sent through a money transfer app like Venmo or the Cash app. If you're interested in helping or applying for help, you'll find a link to the page on WPXI.com. We have gotten a lot of questions about unemployment compensation, so we asked a local lawyer for some guidance. He says his firm has had an uptick in inquiries about unemployment compensation as a direct result of the coronavirus. He is now advising people to tighten up their spending, but he says some changes are being made to help people who suddenly find themselves out of work.
There are a few changes in the unemployment compensation rules. Specifically, right after someone is terminated, generally you're not allowed to be paid unemployment compensation for that first week. That is now waived, so you can get paid for that first week.
If you'd like to apply for unemployment compensation, we have a link where you can file a claim on WPXI.com.
They're going to get a slower response. I'm not going to say the doors will shut, because they will not shut.
Volunteer fire departments are facing another challenge. Many have had to cancel major fundraisers, and keep in mind, they're volunteers, and that's how they get by. Channel 11's Melanie Gillespie found out how much this could impact you.
Well, this coronavirus outbreak is having a big impact even on your local fire departments. You can see it right here on the sign. Bingo, fish fries, canceled. These are huge fundraisers for the fire department. They say it's all in an effort to keep people safe, but they say that this is going to have a big impact on day-to-day operations. The fish fries are canceled, but boxes and boxes of fish are still being delivered to Willpen Volunteer Fire Company.
We cannot give back the fish that we already ordered, anything like that. So we have to take the order that's coming in. What do we do after that? We really don't know.
The impact from the coronavirus is trickling down from businesses to even our local volunteer fire departments, now being forced to cancel vital fundraisers because of the potential exposure.
The old saying, help us to help you. So right now, the protection of the public, we got to watch as ourselves, but we really still need to be doing something to bring the money flow in.
It's going to be a big impact on everybody as far as finances. The fish fries and the bingos every week bring in a lot of money.
Willpen says its Lenten fish fry season is the biggest fundraiser of the year. At neighboring Waterford, fundraisers are canceled all the way through June, including an annual bluegrass festival that draws huge crowds.
I'm sure they'll survive, but it's going to be tough on them, and I think it's going to be back to donations, whatever the people can afford to help make up those fundraisers.
Firefighters say this won't shut their doors, but it will impact operations for months to come.
I'm not going to say the doors will shut, because they will not shut just because of that. We'll have to dig deep into our savings, what we have left, to pay for that, and that will definitely hurt, and that will put a stop on possibly equipment that we need.
And these local fire companies say that they're really going to adjust on a day-to-day basis, but they say those big fundraisers like those fish fries, they're going to look at trying to just do takeout. Reporting in Ligonier Township, I'm Melanie Gillespie for Channel 11 News.
Many families are stuck at home during the coronavirus pandemic, so they're heading to the playground to fight the cabin fever. We found one man who's making sure kids have a clean place to play. Justin Stevenson owns Premier Power Washing and Roof Cleaning. He says he's seen a slowdown in business due to the coronavirus pandemic, so he decided to offer to clean local school playgrounds for free.
Just trying to give some ease to the parents in the school districts, knowing that at least with everything going on, that the playgrounds will be clean whenever the kids do come back.
Stevenson also told us that if you're looking for work right now, he's hiring.
The Black and Gold signed another free agent, the former Central Catholic star, coming home to the Steelers.
And we all try to practice social distancing. Being lonely can become a problem. The local group working to make sure everyone has someone to count on.
News is happening in your neighborhood. Channel 11 News is there.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, and Butler. We cover news everywhere you live, not just downtown. We're in Aliquippa, Coraopolis, and Moon.
Bringing you stories that impact your town. That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. We're in Bethel Park, South Park, and Mount Lebanon. When you want news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News.
morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
Practice social distancing, but we do have to make sure our friends and family don't get lonely. Lawrenceville United is looking for folks to sign up to be a buddy. 150 volunteers have already signed up. They're calling the older folks, people with medical conditions or those who are alone and don't have anyone to check in on them. They're also going to pick up groceries and prescriptions.
Now's the time to get matched up with someone. The worst case scenario is you get to know someone on your block a little bit better by phone in a time when we're all going a little crazy, trapped inside our houses.
Are similar programs going on in Bloomfield and Garfield.
The Steelers appear to be bringing in some original hometown help for their depleted offensive line. Stefan Wisniewski announced on his Twitter page that he's coming home to Pittsburgh. The Central Catholic grad is a two-time Super Bowl champion last season with the Kansas City Chiefs and before that with the Philadelphia Eagles. He's played both center and guard in the NFL and is likely coming to help fill the void left by the departures of Ramon Foster and B.J. Finney. On his Twitter post, Wisniewski donned a Steelers hat and said, "I'm coming home, and I'm coming home to win."
So by now we all know what we can do to help stop the spread of coronavirus. Next, keeping your pets healthy during the outbreak.
And we have rain moving across our area. We'll have a brief break before another round of showers and potential storms in the forecast this afternoon. Those details are next.
You're streaming WPXI now. Channel 11 expands its streaming live newscasts. When other stations are national, Channel 11 News is local, right here at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on WPXI Now. Brings you weather and traffic every 10 minutes.
Let me get you prepared for the week.
Now we've expanded our weather to help you prepare for the day ahead.
Definitely the heavy rain gear today.
Watch Channel 11 Morning News. We're on from 4:30 to 7 a.m. Watch David Johnson and Peggy Finnegan on Channel 11 News at 5.
So a whole lot of things are changing in our day-to-day lives, and people all over the globe are looking for ways to keep their families healthy and safe. But what about our pets? Channel 11's Angie Moreski has a look at the information circulating about our pets and coronavirus.
Our furry friends are such a big part of our lives, and a lot of us are worried about how coronavirus impacts them. So can they get coronavirus or transmit the virus? We talked to a vet to find out. It's a concern for many, with pet owners posting pictures of their dogs and cats practicing social distancing right along with their humans. Worries peaked this week after a dog in Hong Kong whose owner had it tested weak positive and died after being released from quarantine.
It's a good idea to social distance your pet, quarantine your pet if you are ill.
But while concern is good for now, it's not believed our dogs and cats can carry or transmit the virus.
Right now, the World Health Organization is saying no, our pets cannot carry this virus, they cannot transmit this virus, and they're not at risk for developing the disease COVID-19.
And as for putting those masks on our pets, is that necessary?
It's not necessary, and it's really not necessary for humans to do that either. And it's actually more stressful for your pet to put something like that on their face for no reason.
More important is trying to keep their routine as normal as possible and staying up to date on regular care.
As the weather is warming up, they are exposed to fleas and ticks and mosquitoes, and so keeping up with their preventative care.
Angie Moreski, Channel 11 News.
For anyone who cares for a pet that has been in contact with an infected human, bathing that animal with a pet shampoo immediately should remove the virus particles from the coat of the animal. Isolation from other animals is also recommended. Bringing the zoo to you. That's the Pittsburgh Zoo's goal. While the zoo is closed, they're offering webcams, a podcast, and some additional fun and educational programming for you and your family. It includes veterinary care and penguin and cheetah cams.
We sent a photographer out to Shenley Park yesterday, and we found a lot of folks getting outside. Officials say you can enjoy the local parks as long as you continue to practice that social distancing. And we certainly found a lot of people doing that here by the Shenley Oval and Phipps Conservatory.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
And if you want to get outside right now and take a walk around the block, in some spots we have dry conditions currently. Notice that steadier rain that just passed through Greensburg, headed over to Ligonier now, and really tracking out of our area. Uniontown, though, you still have some steady rain, and also off to the north and to the west. That's the line I'm watching for later on. But the rest of us here in the area where you can see nothing going on through Allegheny County, Washington County, Beaver, right now Butler and parts of Armstrong County, you can get outside and take a walk around the block right now. Look at this. The rain, as you can see, that steadier rain moving through Ligonier right now, headed towards Johnstown, and then off to our south here. That area that moved through, that pocket of steady rain that moved through California not long ago, now into Uniontown through Connellsville, also tracking out of here. So a brief break in the wet weather until really 2 o'clock, and we're going to start to see that move through Newcastle. This is the line I'm watching here for this afternoon, and this is associated with that front. So behind this system, we will have colder air filter in later on. So this is the line. It does have some severe thunderstorm warnings with it in Ohio right now. Here currently for us, there's no watches, there's no warnings, and there's no advisories at this moment. That may change, though, moving into the afternoon as that line approaches us. So we have these overcast skies right now, most dry conditions right now. So like as I mentioned, if you want to get outside, you might want to do it now, because we're looking at that wet weather moving in again this afternoon with that next line of rain. So just showing you that what we have outside, these gloomy skies, are going to stick around through the afternoon hours and into the evening. The clouds kind of hang on until tomorrow. So the gusty winds that we've had today, sustained winds between really 15 and 25 miles per hour, right now at 20. So very windy outside, 67 currently. We're going to continue to see these sustained winds between 15 and 25 miles per hour. Gusting much higher at times. So even without a thunderstorm, we're still looking at these strong wind gusts. So we're going to continue to see that here into the afternoon hours. That front is still off to the north and to the west. So look at that temperature in Toledo right now, 52. That cooler air will start to sink in here this evening, and then we turn very cold overnight. Storm tracker showing you the timing of what's going to happen here, that line. Watch what happens about 1:30, 2 o'clock through Newcastle there, 2 o'clock through Beaver, and then tracking across us through Allegheny County at 3 o'clock through parts of Washington. That's going to continue to sink off to the south and to the east. So 4:30, 5 o'clock, rain through Washington, Fayette County, and then that will move out of here. By 7 o'clock, we'll see cloudy skies and a little bit of drizzle. So the main concern of the winds gusting up to about 50, 60 miles per hour possible within a storm this afternoon. 71 this afternoon, but much cooler air sinks in behind the system, down to 28 tonight. So we'll have about a 20-degree drop from 3 o'clock to about 7:30. So big drop in temperatures at that point, but we're going to wake up tomorrow morning very cold to start the weekend. The weekend is going to be great. It's going to be colder, so you're going to need those layers and that heavier jacket if you want to go take a walk, take the kids out in the yard to play. 36 at 1 o'clock tomorrow, 42 at 5. We will have sunshine return, so some clouds tomorrow morning, but a nicer afternoon ahead with sunshine in the forecast. If you want to grill out tomorrow evening, you can do that. It's just going to be chilly, 41 at 6 o'clock. Sunday, 71, partly cloudy skies, and here's your extended forecast. We'll have some showers back around on Monday and Tuesday, a few showers as well as we stay on the mild side. And stay with us. You want to download that app and keep the alerts at your fingertips this afternoon.
Half of all credit card holders let their rewards points go to waste. Consumer advisor Clark Howard says there's a simple way to avoid making this mistake.
Are you running around on that treadmill trying to earn every single point you can on some kind of reward card? Well, a lot of us get into that, and we're so busy trying to reward ourselves. And then 52% of us, it turns out, according to a recent survey, let our points expire. So there we are, using this card or that card or the other card to get these rewards, and then we make them completely unrewarding. You know, I think the best way to handle this is get a credit card that rewards you with cash. You don't have to worry about cash expiring, and some of the best credit cards in the United States are cashback cards. Two in particular pay you 2% cash back on everything you do. Fidelity Investments, if you have any accounts with them, they have a 2% card back that gives you the cash back on whatever you want. And then Citi Double Cash, 2% cash back effectively for every purchase you make. I'm Clark Howard.
A man trying to spread some cheer, what he's calling on everyone to do to help boost spirits.
Hey Pittsburgh, if you haven't signed up for local steals and deals, now is the time. Just get out your phone and text the word WPXI to phone number 65,000, and I'll send you everything you need to get the most exclusive deals in town. That's WPXI to phone number 65,000, and you'll be the first to know. You put on Channel 11 Morning News. There is a team that has been working all night to get you the news you need.
The news doesn't stop. We don't stop. We want to make sure you know everything you need to know to get prepared for your day.
We decide what is the most important thing that you need to know when you wake up.
Once a story goes on air, that's just the beginning. It's going to change throughout the morning. It always does.
That's why Channel 11 Morning News is here to get you prepared. We have the breaking news desk. We have Scott and Tricia looking out for you as far as weather and traffic. When you walk out that door,
Stephen Cropper, tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
The Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio was illuminated with the flags and the maps of countries and continents affected by coronavirus. That Brazilian landmark, which is usually lit by bright white light, showed images encouraging people to pray for the victims of the pandemic. The hashtag Praying Together was the main message that was shown over the statue.
A Virginia man is trying to spread some cheer during these uncertain times by hanging up his Christmas lights. Michael Harless says he just wants to put a smile on people's faces and hopes to get others in the spirit.
If I'm driving by, it makes me excited. So imagine what a kid's going to be like if they see this popping up.
And this idea is catching on across the country. Some are sharing pictures of their holiday lights with the hashtag Lights for Life.
And that is all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast comes up tonight at 5 o'clock.
Thanks for watching. Stay healthy and stay safe.
Put on Channel 11.